to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete down the field to Smith. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Here's Milton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Milton. This is Fant on the short completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Dragon 60. Ready?
To throw, it's Milton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here we go. Strike.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end drop.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing is Milton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready. 19 Lions. Set go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, ready. Go.
Going right back to Fant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Go.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The Cowboys hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Smash. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Milton. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come 19, send.
Looking to throw. Milton. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the side.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 72 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Check go.
Back to throw. Milton. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before break. Milton. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Operating from the gun, Milton. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Milton. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys are back within a score. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That one taken in by Neighbors. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drop.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because
When he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Micah Parsons.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Milton.
He hits blue, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
They'll run up the middle here with blue. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And his kick is indeed good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Milton.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Go! Buffalo 18!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Get up.
Now Milton.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go. Ready.
To throw is Milton.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Shut up.
Throwing is Milton. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw, it's Milton.
Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. He'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Ready. Track it, 60. 18, right here. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Come on, set. Ready.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Milton.
Left side to Lamb.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
This is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
60 Mavericks.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Got it. Ready?
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Go!
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they